everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this...
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first look is incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Surveying the field. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. So when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky. All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. In the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get a hook and let a running back get outside, because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. But they face a second and long to start things out.
Watching that Barney. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard.
Halfback sent in motion.
Gun.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And the seemingly endless drive continues.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And out come the Chiefs now. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Watching that Barney. No. Check. Patriots.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll drop the throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. Give him 16 on the pickup, and that'll be good for a KC first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Here we go now. Over.
They'll look to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Hurry up, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Backing up. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Good, good. Good, good.
And the back goes into motion.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Leopard.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to... Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And that is incomplete.
What's up?
And now here comes Kansas City. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line now. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall.
The Colts send out their punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 10. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
And maybe expecting a throw. And they'll run it here. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Back to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got room. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
At halftime, you have to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 54 yards on the ground. They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. So just a three-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, the hurdle. Oh. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And the numbers show the improvement, and this is kind of what we thought we would expect to see from him. I know we overanalyze these things sometimes, but what switch? What's flipped that switch?
Sometimes I think when you're as great as he is, you just kind of roll out each game and expect good things to happen. And that's not always the case. Those guys on the other side of the ball, they're the NFL 2 for a reason. So maybe at halftime he gets a chance to regroup, kind of get it back together, get a little extra resolve, and now he's putting it into practice. So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Over. Check.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
3-19. Back there, Philly, here we go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready.
Detroit! Detroit! Get wide. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. What's the run? No. Check. Patriot. Back there, Philly, here we go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. They only get two there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And they're going to speed things up here.
Now let's go! Green, Leopard! Leopard! Set! Green 39! Green 39! Over! Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! 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 Leopard!
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Kansas City, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.